Hello, and welcome to Matt's second vlog. So for this vlog, I was going to ramble on about video games that have overall disappointed me. So I've got 3 on my list I made. So the first one is Minecraft and Story Mode. Compared to the other Telltale games, this is pretty awful, all in all. The story is crap. The episodes aren't as long, so you're paying the same amount and you're getting less content. And the characters suck. Everything about it's pretty awful. And unfortunately, I was looking forward to it. This makes me worried about the other Telltale games I heard that were in the mix. So, alright, Number 2, this one was a pretty big one for me. It was Dungeons Steam Edition. Now, what Dungeons was supposed to be was it was supposed to kind of be like either a sequel or a tribute to Dungeon Keeper 2, which Dungeon Keeper 2 was an amazing game. You get to play an evil dungeon lord, you get to summon monsters, and be the bad guy. And Dungeons, keep moving, there we go. Dungeons had like none of the qualities that made Dungeon Keeper 2 good. Like in Dungeon Keeper 2, you were kind of like more an administrator. You put up a rally flag where you wanted your monsters to go. You could pick them up and drop them in specific spots. Whereas Dungeons, you were more of a, you took more of a first-hand approach. It was more so you doing everything rather than your minions. And for someone as lazy as me, that just makes it awful in comparison. So yeah. Dungeons Steam Edition was overall a failboat of failness. Number 1 would have to be Sid Meier's Beyond Earth, the sequel to Sid Meier's 5. Sid Meier's Beyond Earth, basically, what they decided was everything good about Civ 5, they were going to take out and not put inside of Beyond Earth. What they did was they made everything more complicated, more boring, and overall less fun. Like, one of the YouTubers I was watching, I watch every now and then, he was explaining that the start of it is really, really boring, but once you reach the start of the end game, it gets really interesting, but I don't even agree with that. The end game was also boring when I played it. But that in itself is just like how you describe a awful, awful, awful game. So yeah, that'd be the top 3 most disappointing games of I don't actually know when Dungeons came out, but I'll say the last like 5 years. 5 years. Eyebrows. So in other news, I had to light the wood furnace, but I didn't have a lighter. So what I do is I put paper in the toaster and light it on fire. So this time around, I did almost light myself on fire because the toaster's upstairs, wood furnace is downstairs. So I have to light the paper on fire, run from the kitchen to the living room, down the stairs, into the wood room, into the furnace. Now there are plugs downstairs, so I could have actually just brought the toaster downstairs, plugged it in, and then just, shorten the trip by like 80%. But I prefer just run through the house with flaming paper in my hand because it's much more fun. No, so I'd just like to take a minute to rant about Fallout 4? 4. Fallout 4? Is that the newest one? I think it is. Anyways, considering like everyone who's a Fallout fan, I'm not a Fallout fan. They just rant and rave about this game, and from what I've seen of it, it just looks really boring. Like, it looks like Skyrim with guns and mech suits, and not even as good looking as Skyrim, and it just looks so boring. Basically, the only somewhat perk I've seen of it is you get to build your own settlement, but even that, because you're building it basically out of garbage. So it's going to look pretty horrible. And yeah. And a lot of Fallout fans said that the way they've done the, like how you talk with people, they've eliminated a lot of the greatness from Fallout games, because you can't really be an evil character in Fallout anymore. So yeah. But anyways, just like the internet's always exploding about Fallout 4, so I just wanted to say that, you know, I think Fallout 4 is pretty awful, and would also be on my list, but I've never actually played it. Well, I suppose I haven't played Minecraft Telltale series, but I've seen enough of it to know that it's garbage. But yeah. Alright, well, thank you very much for listening to me rant and watching my extremely poor quality webcam. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great week and weekend if you're in my timeline, because it has just become Friday. Yeah. Woo! Alright. Have a great one, everyone, and enjoy.